hey guys, this is again King Geo in the house. I was watching Millie Weaver's Shadowgate, and before I get into that, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so it notifies you when I upload a video. Smash that like button. Well, going to Shadowgate, I was just listening to this. And it's kind of ironic. Not ironic. It's kind of sad that people can get involved mind-wise on things like this. Now I'm gonna give you my view on this. As I'm watching this, and I want you to hear this real quick. Okay. Okay, so this is something a bit. Just listen to this. Just listen to this. This is Millie Weaver.
What if I were to tell you that a small group of government contractors were hired by government officials to frame the Trump campaign, set him up for the Russia collusion, and
now this is what it says. She says this is what it says here. A small investment group were hired to train to set Donald Trump on the Russian collusion. So this is why you always have to investigate, and you have to wait till the truth comes out, right? So no matter what happens, people still believe on this Millie Weaver character, on her Shadowgate stupidity. All right. Do I believe there's conspiracy in our government? Yes. Do I believe they're up and up on everything? No. Is there transparency? No. But this right here, to make you believe that these small investors were trained to hire people to set Donald Trump up for the collusion with Russia is absurd. And I want to tell you why it's absurd. Okay. And this is something that, okay, I'm going to show you right here. So now this report that I'm going to read to you, this was done in August. Millie did her report in August. She should have waited. Now this is what I want to tell you. This is a 966-page Senate report published Tuesday leaves no doubt that an extensive network of Russian operatives with intelligent ties worked with Trump's operative to torpedo Hillary Clinton's campaign 4 years ago. Russian President Vladimir Putin oversaw the effort, including a successful hack of Democratic Party computer system. Why? To smear Clinton's hobble her administration if she won, and to gain leverage with Trump if he won. Now this is where it goes. The Republican, now read this, and this is in all, you can Google this, and this is a fact check. This happened in August. The Republican-led committee that produced the report said that Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, was so steeped in the effort with Russia that he possessed a grave, that's right, he posed a grave counterintelligence threat. It said that Donald Trump Jr., the president's son, participated in a covert effort by the Russian government to help his father in 2016. It is said the president himself may have been a possible target of Russian blackmail. It said that Putin was aware that Trump, during his presidential campaign, was secretly pursuing a deal to build a skyscraper in Moscow. The committee also found that Roger Stone, Trump's longtime political hatchman, made elaborate efforts to learn about Russian leaks of confidential Democratic emails through Julian Assange hacking collective, WikiLeaks. In this course of that discovery, the committee learned that Trump did in fact speak with Stone about WikiLeaks and with members of his campaign about Stone's access to WikiLeaks on multiple occasions. That's interesting because the president himself, in written testimony to former special counsel Robert Mueller, said he couldn't record those conversations. Mueller concluded his work last year by saying he hadn't found enough evidence to charge Team Trump with a criminal conspiracy. He clearly found evidence that Trump's camp tried to obstruct justice. However, he left it to Congress to hash out the matter. For its part, the Senate report said that the Trump campaign's intersection with Putin's underlining didn't amount to a coordinated conspiracy, that in some cases the sheer dim-wittedness of the people working for Trump exposed them to manipulation. You may remember that Trump and his GOP backers tried to spin Mueller's finding by saying that no collusion meant that Trump and those around him did nothing wrong. Republicans on Tuesday resurrected the no collusion mantra, working hard to convey the idea that the Senate report somehow meant that everything's all right, everything's fine, and we want you to sleep well tonight. But of course, everything isn't all right. The Russian scandal wasn't a hoax, it was a reality. So what does that tell you? Was it a hoax, like Donald Trump said? Was it a hoax? And this is not just this report. This is all the reports. So a bipartisan led by a Republican committee did say that that Team Trump was aware, wasn't collusion, wasn't everything, just to downplay, just to make sure that Hillary Clinton lost, the emails, all that. And yet you have people like Millie Weaver saying that this is shadowgate, that this is a small investment group wanting to overthrow Donald Trump in a collusion to say that no, he didn't do that, when it says there that he did. When this is an investigation that was done by both parties. But who was the one that made the report? Who was the one that spoke on this? The Republicans. Is it a hoax? No. You're going to tell me that these people right here, all these people right here, all right, those are people that donated to his campaign. Those are people who are Republicans, diehard Republicans, testified in the impeachment trial of Donald Trump and said the truth. And all were fired. Why? Why are you fired for saying the truth? Now, you tell me if there was something wrong with Epstein? Yes. You tell me, are the government officials that went to his island or whatever did and had sex with all these girls? Yes. Is there a cover-up and child? Yes. But this was no cover-up. This was a reality, and it took 3 years for it to come up. And yet people like her and people that follow her believe that this was a hoax, that this is done by a small group of people who want Donald Trump out. Listen to me. Donald Trump is a manipulator. Donald Trump is a narcissist. Donald Trump will do anything in the world just so he can go on top. Anything. Anything. The problem with you people is that you believe everything that he says. You believe everything the media says. You believe everything. If you're gonna be open-minded about things, you have to learn to investigate. You can't take everything. Millie Weaver must be a woman that is a Republican, that loves Donald Trump, and will do anything to make sure that he becomes president, and make sure that she can cloud your mind, and not just her people like her, to cloud your mind to choose Donald Trump. When in fact, you're supposed to choose the person who represents the country the best. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. I was a Democrat in one moment in time. But then I realized, shit, I'm too smart for this shit. I'm too smart for these two parties to be telling me this, and that, because every year since I've known about politics when I was 10 years old, when I was back in high school, at 10, yes. I knew from Ronald Reagan to Trump, all they talk about is health, economy, immigration. Every 4 years, that's without fail. Health, economy, and immigration. All those look from Ronald Reagan to Donald Trump. Yes, there are some foreign policies that are involved in this. Yes, there is. Donald Trump is the least experienced in that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why he even talks about foreign policy. But to say that it's a hoax, it's not a hoax. So like I said, I was a Democrat. Then I decided, you know what, I'm going to decide on my own. So I never had, I was like, even if I was a Democrat now, I would not vote because he's the Democrat. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm true to my team. I'm a Mets fan. I'm a true Mets fan. I don't follow one group. I don't follow. So if I was a Democrat and I didn't like that Democrat, I'm not going to vote for that Democrat. So I didn't vote before I left to Puerto Rico. I didn't vote. In Puerto Rico, you cannot vote for the President of the United States, though we are U.S. citizens and it's a Commonwealth of the United States, but you cannot vote. So before I left to Puerto Rico, I didn't vote for Barack Obama. I didn't vote for Barack Obama. I wasn't going to go on the bandwagon because the first black, no, because he's half black, so he's not fully black. And I wasn't going to go with that. I didn't vote for Barack Obama because I didn't believe that he had the experience. He was young. He didn't have the experience to become president or to be president, to lead us. But as time went by, he proved me wrong. He did a lot. He could have done more. But when you have a Republican-led Senate, it's kind of hard to do things. But he could have done more, But he did a lot. He took a country that was on recess, was in a recession, and took it out of recession. Okay, unemployment was at an all-time high at 11.5, and when he left office was at 4.7. Guys, 4.7. Of course, it's got to come down. It takes time. All right. So 4.7. Then you have Donald Trump. In his 3 years, went from the economy went from, the unemployment went from 4.7 just to 3.5. Okay, the debt that we had was at $585 billion when Trump took over. Right before before COVID hit, the debt was at $988 billion. By the end of this year, it was going to be 1.03 trillion without COVID. So he rose the debt. He only took down unemployment 1.2%. He inherited a good economy. He inherited a good He inherited a low unemployment. How can you mess that up? We've seen that happen a lot of times. Bill Clinton had when he left office, our country had a surplus. We had a surplus. And then Bush came and took us back into a recession, took us back to where we were before, and even worse. Okay? Even worse. Wasn't it Donald Trump's mouth? If you look at the video, if you Google it, didn't he say, in his own words, that the economy does better when there's a Democrat in office? That was his own word. I don't care if it was 20 years ago. He knows. Donald Trump knows numbers. Donald Trump knows yields. Donald Trump knows how to work the stock market. Donald Trump knows how to make businesses, try to make business transactions. That he knows. But to lead a country, he does not know. Okay? He's a billionaire who wants to, he wanted to have that title of president just to go out when he dies, to go out with a bang. Just like Michael Bloomberg. When you're that rich, when you're a billionaire, you don't need to become president. Why? You already have everything else. But hey, it's a narcissist man. The man is a narcissist. Okay? And he's racist beyond words. You don't even have to, I don't even have to look at President Trump. Or people tell me, you can just tell by the way he spoke before, the tapes that he had, that's what he is. But to say that there's a shadowgate, to say that these people, it's just It's just absurd. Really is absurd. And it's funny that people still follow this girl. Let me see what else. Let's see what else she has to say.
Investigation. Provided witnesses for the impeachment hearings.
So these people, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people. All these 12 people that you just saw before, I'm going to show it to you right now again. These 12 people, they're all Republicans. They're all Republicans. They all voted Republican. They even donated money to the Republican Party when Donald Trump was there. And they were ousted. People, he fired all of them because they went against him. They didn't go against him because they don't like Donald Trump. They went against him because they have principles. They want the best for our country. And you have to respect that. If you don't speak your mind and you don't let your voice be heard, then you ain't going to go nowhere in life. Just because you have a boss and you can say to your boss, listen, I don't like this and that, but you have to speak up and you don't speak because you're afraid. I can understand some of that because I don't want to lose my job. I have to pay my bills. I have to take care of my kids. I understand that. Sometimes you have to take shit from some people. But when you're in a position like this, these guys got money up their asses. So getting fired for them is nothing. Their reputations are, you can't tarnish their reputation because they already have, their reputation is already good. So what do they got to lose? Nothing. But the integrity of their country, the integrity of the United States of America, it's important. It means a lot to them. And these are Republicans. Okay? The same way you get up and you say, I don't like the way this person is doing this, I don't like the way this person is doing that. That's what they did. And they did that with vindication. They did that with aspiration. They did that with conviction. Not vindication. They're being vindictive. They're not being vindictive. But we did that with conviction. That in their hearts of hearts, of what they heard of all these people saying, in their hearts, they believed that this was happening with the Ukraine president. And yes, a pro quo, and it was proven. That's why you got impeached. Okay? So, if you love your country that much and you go out like that, if these are Republicans, these are not Democrats, come on, something's got to give. So to say that a small group was doing this, no, Donald Trump did this to himself. So if you want to, I was going to vote Republican. I was going to go for Rubio. But then Rubio did something. Rubio lost Rubio lost the debate because he was talking too much about Donald Trump instead of focusing on the issues at hand. Okay, I was speaking on my live the other day, and the kid said to me, "I like Donald Trump because he has no filter." But being that you have no filter doesn't mean that you're a good person. Being that you have a good filter doesn't mean that you can lead our country. And Donald Trump has lied time and time and time and time and time again. This has nothing to do with fake media. The media sometimes, yes, stretches out. The media sometimes put things that only they want you to hear so they can get attention, so they can get the ratings. That I understand. But you have to be astute enough to get whatever this media says, and then you go and you check what that media says. Go check it out with another outlet. Go check it out with this outlet. Google. You got information at your fingertips, so you can't say that you cannot find it. Everything that you look at Fox Network, it's all Trump. It's all Trump. Trump even failed his own. They gave him. They did an interview with Trump, and he even failed that. That was with Fox. That was with Fox. They asked him, what will you do in January if you get elected president again for a second term? What will you? And he ranted about something. He didn't even answer that question. He just said, oh, when I was coming to Washington, because I've never been to Washington, blah, blah, blah. He didn't even answer the question. And when he was with George Stephanopoulos the other day, and they asked him a question, he was dumbfounded. He was befuddled. This is a man that does not know how to speak. And when you put him against the wall, he's like, whoa, whoa. And everything he says, oh, the last administration, I don't want to hear about what the last administration did. I want to hear what you're doing. I don't want to hear rhetorics. Everything that he's done is either executive order, or he hasn't done anything. So when you listen to things like this, these people are trying to manipulate you because they know they can. Because they know they can. Because people like you are fanatics. That's what you are. You're fanatics. No matter, you could be wherever, you could be a LeBron James fan, and wherever LeBron go, you go. So you're not a fan of that team. I'm a fan of the New York Knicks, the New York Mets, right? I'm not a fan of one particular player. Wherever no, I like the team as a whole. So if they win as a whole, they win as a whole. They lose as a whole, they lose as a whole. And if one of my favorite players is Jeff McNeil. If Jeff McNeil gets traded to another team, I'm not going to go follow Jeff McNeil. I'm going to wish him the best of luck, but I'm going to stick to my team. And that's what you guys are doing. You're sticking to your team. Why do you think there's so much corruption? I'll give you an answer. Why do you think there's so much corruption in Puerto Rico? Because in Puerto Rico, the two parties that were there, because now there's more, is always either blue, which is the Democrat, and the red is the Republican. I mean, the red is Democrat, and the blue is Republican. And every 4 years, they keep changing hands in. Because why? Because people there are fans. People there are fanatics. They can put Mickey Mouse, and then Mickey Mouse will win. If one party doesn't do things, the other party will win on the next election. They don't know how to think outside the box. You know what? Let me give this person a chance. Let me give this party a chance. Because these party over here are doing crap. Isn't it unbelievable that yet they haven't even done a stimulus package yet, but yet governors get paid, senators get paid, the president's getting paid? But yet you have people who are struggling. I saw a guy just on a debate with Joe Biden, how he's a nurse in Scranton. He has cancer, and he's working with COVID patients, and he's making less than $15 an hour. And guys, you have workers in Manhattan, New York, and McDonald's making $15 an hour, and this person is making less, and he's risking his life because he has cancer, and he's working with patients with COVID. I mean, he's working with COVID patients. Now, no hazard pay, no nothing. He said he had to take out a credit card just to pay his bills. Huh? Did Trump do a good job at COVID? No, he did not. He did a horrible job like he's done with everything else. But yet you guys listen to this bullcrap or the shadowgate. No. Like I said before, Epstein shit is real. Congressmen having sex with these young girls, that's real. They just cover it up until shit hits the fan with Epstein's secretary. And she hasn't talked yet. But that's what it is. And I cannot understand how you people still believe anything that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth. I don't know how you still believe what comes out of Millie Weaver's mouth. This girl spews stupidity. You know, and it's just incredible. It really is. You know, you need to think for yourself. If you want to vote Republican, then vote Republican. If you want to vote Democrat, vote Democrat. But before you start degrading a Democrat, look at the facts. I mean, if you're a Democrat, before you start degrading a Republican, look at the facts. This bickering going back and forth, or the Democrats are doing this, Republicans are doing that. That's just to get you and I, or you, get caught up in the middle and say, all Democrats are this. So no matter who goes for president, you're still going to vote for him. All right? Donald Trump can say, yes, this was a conspiracy. Yes, I was in collusion. Yes, I did this with Russia. And you still have people that will vote for him. Instead of saying, whoa, you got to pay the price, man. You know, we can't vote for you. You know, we gave you our confidence. We trusted in you. And you took that trust and you shitted on it. You know? You're shitting on it. So when you have a fanatic like Millie Weaver going after your brain, your brain, because you have certain people that are good at that. Shit, I don't mean to say this, but Hitler was a good talker. To have so many people follow you, you must be a good talker. You know, so I'm here to tell you they're full of shit. I'm here to tell you, do your own research before you start debating in your head, oh, this is true. No, do your own research. Conspiracy theories are great to do to have because it gives you something to think about. But that's all it is. It's a theory. And theories needs to be proven. This is not even a hypothesis. This has nothing. This is just talk. Gibberish, garbage,